Small but important concept, the default template. So as you begin to dig into the real mechanics of transforms, you realize that the whole game is go find a template that matches, right? That's really the game. And you can either trap that, and you can avoid the circumstance of invoking the go find a template that matches, but it's always going to creep back in, so you better just get used to it. The basic motif of transforms is go find a template that matches. So if that's the basic motif, and you always find templates that match, you're good, right? You've got a template, and the template matches every possible circumstance, every possible tag that you come across, and the transform processor always knows what to do because you always have a template that matches. Well, what happens if you have a template that, what happens if you have no template that matches? For circumstances like that, there's the built-in template called the default template. And the default template has a very simple function. It's meant to not stop things. So if you hit a tag and that tag has no template, what do? Do you just stop and go no further because there's no matching template? No, you want to allow the processor to continue on. So what does it mean to continue on? Well, this is what the inventors of XSL decided it means to not stop the show, but to continue on. This default template does two things. It does a value of command on the current node. So if the current node has text children, it will pull out that text child. And then it will go in a branch-wise traverse through all of the different nodes that may be children of that, doing apply templates. So the the default template is exactly like saying value of and then value of followed by apply templates. So put out the text node of the current node and then apply templates to the other nodes. Now it's a little difficult to understand until you play around with it. So we'll do an extended example of an apply templates, and I think you'll begin to get the hang of the flow of control inside of transforms. And you can see why this is a subject that comes up relatively late in the course, because it's really kind of squirrely and complicated and takes a little bit of thinking and a little bit of wrapping your head around to get the idea. But that the default template is really your friend. It means if you don't have a template specifically targeted towards every element, something will still happen, and the processor won't just stop. And the something particularly that happens is put out the value of that node, and then go on in this branch-wise traverse method into all the children of that node, because you may find a template that matches one of its children, even though you didn't find a template that matched it. And you'll see in a lot of cases that that's actually what you want to have happen.